Saya nak discuss cerita Lion King dengan Kimba the White Lion, the similarities, is it plagiarism or not. So first, let's start with Disney. So Disney, dia ada banyak sejarah dengan cari pasal dengan company kecil, dia rasa dia tak puas hati, dibeli terus. Contohnya macam Pixar. Disney was known to create movies based on adaptations. So maksudnya dari zaman dulu, most of their movies weren't original. Macam Snow White, Cinderella, tu ada origin sendiri. Tapi Lion King beza. So what's so different between Lion King and the previous movie is Disney market Lion King as it is the first movie yang diorang buat secara original. But then the question becomes, is it though? Osamu Tezuka pula adalah seorang Japanese artist yang known for his animation or manga Astro Boy, huge success. But before he was known for Astro Boy, he made this one manga, Emperor Jungle. So bila dia translate jadi English, Kimba the White Lion. The thing about Osamu Tezuka, masa zaman dia, his characteristic is similar to Walt Disney. When people look at Tezuka, dia revolutionized the anime industry and people often label him as the Walt Disney of Japan. Kimba was heavily marketed in Japan. So maksudnya time tu anyone yang pernah pergi on the streets, merchandise store atau lalu tengok anime, diorang mesti tahu Kimba the White Lion. And ni penting. So what's up with Lion King and Kimba? So Kimba punya plot sebenarnya kalau tengok memang dia beza dengan Lion King, tapi tema diorang sama. Whether it's the circle of life, jadi king of the jungle. Going back to Osamu Tezuka, when he passed away, that's when Lion King was in production. They claim to be authentic, and when it released, it sparks a controversy. So the controversial part wasn't really the story, but the elements inside the story. So there are many iconic scenes, there were character designs that was copied and improvised to make it look better. What I would argue people are mad isn't because of the copy, it's because they did not credit. Disney has credited a different movie as inspiration for Lion King, tapi kenapa dia tak nak credit Osamu Tezuka? And korang boleh nampak picture by picture on how Lion King punya scenery, it's the time yang ayah dia dekat cloud, dekat bintang. Sama juga Kimba pun ada. Ataupun karakter lain macam Rafiki the baboon. Dekat Kimba pun ada juga baboon. Kat Lion King diorang panggil Scar. So Scar is the main villain. Tapi dekat Kimba the White Lion, it's Claws. Tapi the character design is basically the same. When the first problem arise, Disney deny betul-betul. And it triggers me because it's impossible for them not to know. Most of them are artists. One of the director of Lion King that time, Roger Allers, went to Japan for 2 years. And the time that he was in Japan, Kimba the White Lion was popular. So it's almost impossible that he wasn't aware during this production. I think it was in early 2000s or late 90s. Disney had the audacity to send a cease and desist letter. It's basically a letter when you want to warn the company of copyright infringement. Disney, the one that copies the scene by scene from Kimba, cease and desist at the same time. So this caused more outrage from the fans and from the company itself. When Tezuka was alive, he credited that Kimba the White Lion was actually inspired by Bambi, a Disney production. But Disney never reciprocated the same feeling. And it's worse because they made that movie right after he died. A lot of people try to simplify the situation that it's plagiarism because Kimba and Simba, can't you see the difference? The thing is, Kimba, first of all, his real name is Leo. The only reason why they switched to Kimba is because Leo the lion was a mascot for American football team. And this became a problem as well because early production from Lion King, the early script, it kind of leaked that they called Simba Kimba first. So is it plagiarism? You could fight that. You could say it could be plagiarism or it could not be plagiarism. I wouldn't say so in terms of story, but in terms of visual drawing, in terms of certain character designs, definitely copied and paste.